Hey everyone, welcome back to the highlight.
Today's episode, we'll be talking about some of the best March Madness moments in the past 10 years.
Thank you guys for tuning in.
All right, starting off, guys, what is your favorite March Madness moment over the past 10 years? Getting straight into it.
I'll start this one off. My favorite moment is my personal favorite moment is when St. Peter's beat Kentucky, beat Murray State, and beat Purdue in their magical Cinderella run. I don't know why, but I really like that Cinderella run. It was really fun to watch, especially with like everything that was happening at the time. So it's kind of sad to see like the upsets are kind of going down, but it was still fun to reminisce about.
Yeah, my favorite moment has to be the championship game winner by Chris Jenkins. It was Villanova versus North Carolina a couple years ago. Amazing game. The shot before that was an even crazier shot to tie it up. And yeah, that was just my favorite moment over the past 10 years.
Yeah, I'd have to say Florida's buzzer beater last year. I just heard that it was a really good game, just a really good shot.
All right, next question. Rank your favorite moments from 1 to 5.
So I'm gonna go 5-1. Number 5 was just the 2019 tournament overall. Like it was just a really good tournament. Seeing Zion and that overpowered Duke team get knocked off so early. I mean, I had them in my championship. I had them winning it all, and then yeah, they just didn't. They lost to Michigan State. Tom Izzo. Number 4, I have UGA making the tournament back-to-back years. Yeah, we got blown out twice, but it's still a step in the right direction. Number 3 was UConn going back-to-back. Those were really fun UConn teams to watch. And Stephon Castle, my boy, he was putting in work, and now he's putting in work in the NBA for the Spurs. Number 2 was NC State's Cinderella run in 2024. That was really fun to watch. I mean, DJ Burns was just taking over and just dominating everybody. Really should have won the national championship, but then probably would have got blown out. And then number 1, St. Peter's.
Yeah, for me, Steph Curry and Davidson's Cinderella run, that was just before my time, obviously, but just watching the highlights and the film over, it was just amazing to watch. Number 4 is going to be Texas A&M, gets into March Madness back-to-back years, and gets 2 back-to-back first-round wins. Then obviously UConn going back-to-back, that 24 team. That was the 23 team and 24 team, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And Oakland beating Kentucky, and their Cinderella run is number 2 for me. And then obviously I've said it from the first question. It's Jenkins gives it to Jenkins for the championship.
Yeah, I'd have to go 5-1 with UMBC beats Virginia at 5. Chris Jenkins buzzer beater in 2016 for 4. Jalen Suggs half court run up for 3. Chicago making it to 2018 Final Four for 2, and then Texas A&M 12-point comeback against Iowa for 1.
All right, next question. What has been your favorite or most surprising upset of all time?
I've said it twice now. I might as well say it 3 times. My favorite upset was St. Peter's, but the most surprising was probably Farley Dickerson beating Purdue. Like, if you look at the metrics and stuff, Farley Dickinson should have got blown out of the water, but somehow they made it happen, and they beat one of the better Purdue teams in the past 25 years. Number 1 overall seed. Same thing with Virginia losing to UMBC. The worst part is they got blown out by 20. That's just embarrassing.
Yeah, for me, my favorite or most surprising upset was definitely Oakland versus Kentucky in 2023. That was the 14 versus 3 seed. It was just such a great game to watch. The players on both teams amazing, future NBA stars, and then just really good college basketball in my opinion.
Yeah, just getting into March Madness and college basketball, I'd have to say the most recent one was, who'd Florida play recently that they lost to?
Florida just lost to Iowa. That was a really big game.
Florida lost to Iowa. Florida was 1 seed and they were 16.
No, they were a 9 seed. It was in the round
9
32.
seed. But yeah, I think that one would have to be mine.
Yeah, that was still a really big upset. Even as a Georgia fan, I love to see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, what team is the best March Madness champion?
In the last 10 years, I'd probably go with 2024 UConn or 2021 Baylor. Like in 2021, Baylor was beating everyone in March Madness by 15 plus. I think their closest game was like an 11-point win. And you obviously have 2024 UConn. They just rolled through everybody.
Yeah, I mean, I'd have to say, agree with Drew on that one. Just 24 UConn. Just everything I've heard about them, they were just, just an absolute unit.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with Drew on this one. 2024 was it? Yeah, 2024.
Yeah, with Castle and Klingon.
Yeah, Castle and them, just unstoppable, unbeatable. One of my favorite teams of all time. One of my favorite college basketball players of all time, in Stephon Castle. Fun fact: he actually went to Newton High School down in Covington, Georgia, which is about only 20 minutes away from us.
Yeah, 20, 30 minutes, not far away. It's not like we don't have much NBA products here where we live, but like it's not something you see every day.
Before we move on to our next set of questions, a quick word from our sponsors. A special thanks to Silver Sky Woodworking for their support of our channel. Without them, it would be impossible to record this. If any of our listeners need custom furniture, accent walls, cutting boards, or custom cabinets, they should head over to VIRIDIANnews.org and click the link for Silver Sky.
We would also like to thank Legacy Lawn Care and KD Studios for sponsoring the channel.
And we're always looking for new patrons and sponsors. So please let us know on VIRIDIANnews.org if you would like to be a part of our work and reach our audience with us.
Now, back to the highlight. All right, for our next question, Final Four predictions for this year.
I personally have Duke, Arkansas, Michigan, and Houston. I was smart and I didn't put Florida in my Final Four because I knew they were very flawed. Like they had a lot of flaws. So I really got Duke, Arkansas. That Arkansas-Michigan game is going to be really good. And then obviously Duke and Houston, a rematch of last year's Final Four. That's going to be really good.
Yeah, for me, I had Duke, Vanderbilt. Obviously, Vanderbilt is out with that.
They should still be playing.
Yeah.
That was just heartbreaking.
I also have Michigan versus Arizona, which I think would still happen. 2-1 seeds, really
Well,
great teams.
Tonight, Arizona, Arkansas play. So
I think Arizona's gonna win.
yeah, they're really good. They're like a number three in the nation. So
Yeah, I mean, what I heard, and I know one of these teams got knocked out, y'all told me, but Kansas, Houston, and Arizona, Texas Tech.
Texas Tech also got knocked out.
Yeah.
So our champion for this year, I personally have not Arizona. I have Arkansas playing Duke, and I have Arkansas winning it all.
Yeah, I mean, I'd have to go with Arizona, just what I've heard from a lot of people that I've talked to about it. They'd say Arizona is a really good prospect for this year's champion.
Yeah, for me, it's Michigan. They're so dominant, and honestly, one of the only teams they lost to was Duke, and I do think Duke and Michigan will play in the Natty. I just don't think Duke can pull it off for a second time.
Duke is just falling off, low-key.
All right, final question of today's episode. What is your guys' next year game predictions?
Next year for my championship, I got Duke and Houston. I mean, Duke is very sell-worthy, but with the class they have coming this year, I think they can make it to the championship. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I have Duke, Florida this year. I've heard and I've seen they both looked pretty decent this year, and then just the class they have coming in, I think they both could make it pretty far.
Give me Arizona versus Vanderbilt. Both teams looking dominant this year. Vandy obviously got upset by Nebraska. Still, Nebraska was a great team. Vanderbilt's going to be an even better team. And then Arizona with Bryce James. Going to be a great team. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Tune in to this group's final podcast of our high school career.
It's going to be a little sad. Me, Ty, and Justin will be joined by Mr. Ori himself for our final podcast to discuss the favorite moments from Viridian. Thank you guys for tuning in. God bless, and always remember.
Stay
Stay classy, Walnut Grove.